Hi, I'm Dan Palomino with KW Big Island and the Hawaii team, and today we're going to talk about the lease to purchase option. Get this question a lot, and I got it recently, and a friend of mine was basically saying, hey, listen, Dan, I wonder if you could give me some advice here. My realtor is thinking that maybe we should do a lease with a purchase option, right? And I told my friend, number one, run as fast as you can from this deal. You see, the reason being is that very few realtors know how to structure the lease purchase option well. In fact, a lot of inexperienced realtors think that the lease to purchase option is all tied up into one. And it's not. They have to be separated out and they have to be done correctly. And again, most realtors do them incorrectly. And what you end up doing is renting your house to somebody who has no intention of purchasing it and is not going to close and has no skin in the game. And so be really careful on this lease to buy option. Let me tell you how it should be done. The first thing is, again, separate the two transactions, keep them completely separate. And the first thing you want to do is negotiate the sale of the house. Negotiate the price, negotiate the earnest money. And you're not going to take a normal amount of earnest money. You're going to take extra. You're going to take over and above. You're going to take an amount that that person would never, ever walk away from. Okay, so take extra earnest money. Then set your dates and deadlines. So realistically, in most of these lease purchase options, the person wants to be able to buy it a year from now. Okay, that's fine. So the closing date is in 12 months. However, all of the contingencies of the contract, the inspection, the survey, the HOA documents, the title, all of that stuff, all of the contingencies have to be satisfied in the first 30 to 45 days. Just structure it like a normal purchase contract. All contingencies satisfied in the first 30 to 45 days. And at the end of the last contingency being satisfied, the earnest money becomes non-refundable. So they've got $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in earnest money, it becomes non-refundable. If these people don't close on this house in 12 months, you get the $75,000. You say, well, Dan, what about the lease to purchase thing? What about the lease part? Okay, now that we got the contract settled, what we want to do now is we want to negotiate a lease. Separate document, separate from the transaction. And you can say, and again, I'm just using hypotheticals, okay, I'm going to lease you the house. You can move in, you can live in it. We're going to charge you $3,000 a month. And if you want, you don't have to, but if you want a portion of that lease to go towards their down payment, you can. And so that's what a lot of people are thinking about in this lease to purchase option, right? They're thinking, oh, we can rent this place and the money that we're giving them goes towards our down payment. No, it doesn't work that way, and it doesn't have to work that way. And most of the times that entire lease amount does not go towards your down payment. It should only be a small portion. And so in this example, maybe $1,000 of the $3,000 goes towards their down payment. So they're paying $3,000 a month. $1,000 goes towards their down payment. At the end of the 12 months, when they get ready to close, they have a credit of $12,000. And what your agent does then, about 30 days outside of closing, is they prepare an amendment, which is a seller concession from you to the buyer. You're giving the seller concession $12,000. They can use that $12,000 towards prepaids and closing costs. They can use it to reduce the price. They can use it towards their cash to close, however you want to structure it. That's the proper way to do a lease purchase option, not the other way around where you mix it all up and maybe they buy the house and maybe they don't at the end of 12 months. Because I can tell you, folks, the people that get into the lease purchase options, I would say 95% of the time, the people who have leased the house don't end up purchasing it and they don't go to closing. It happens so very, very rare. Basically, you're saying, here, test drive my house, and then in 12 months, come back and tell me all the reasons why you don't want to buy it. Don't do it, folks. All right? Hope that helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to give me a call. 808-913-0899, 808-913-0899, or check us out at thehawaiiteam.com. Aloha.